And we're back live in Moc Chau for the finish of the women's champion at the Vietnam Trail Marathon. Right behind Yuta Matsuyama, who is still standing here. He was 7th in the men's race. But Denning Lo from Singapore is going to take another ATM race victory. She is 8th overall. Fantastic performance by Denning Lo. Scott Buick is also here already. He was 6th. Denning Lo was in control of the race from quite early on. She was a bit challenged by one of the Vietnamese runners, Nguyen Ngoc An, who stayed as close as 2-3 minutes behind her for a long time. But just like Ricky Sung in the men's race, Denning Lo made a difference on the way to CP5 when she extended the gap to 8 minutes to Ngoc An. And here she is, another victory for her. I think it's her 4th victory in ATM. She doesn't race that often, but when she does, she's always close to victory. And important, she is also very keen on the Nine Dragons next month, the championship final of season 10. And with this kind of level, she will be a podium contender for sure. It has to be said that this course is, of course, also perfectly suited for Denning Lo. A very good road runner as well. Coming from Singapore, it's not always easy to train on trails, especially not on mountain trails. And we'll have an interview also a little bit later with her. We also have an interview with Ricky Tsung, the men's winner, the runner from Taiwan, who won in 6 hours, 40 minutes, 54 seconds. And as I mentioned in the men's live stream, it's very hectic at the finish line here.
Chris, mate, that's the Falcons effect, mate. That's training track every Tuesday, training hard every Tuesday. She's like one of the best athletes in Singapore, the best ultra runners in Singapore.
I think it's her 4th victory in ATM.
Yeah. Like, she's in legit form as well. She's been doing 140k weeks. She's running really well. But like running track every Tuesday, showing the guys up, like that's what it's about. She's like, you know, she beat a lot of the girls, a lot of the guys today. Where did she finish overall? I think 8th or?
She is 8th overall, yeah.
Overall, awesome. Yeah.
So with this level, she can also be a podium contender for Singapore next month in the Nine Dragons.
I tell you what, like, I mean, that's her A race, right? And she's looking good for it. I reckon. I mean, we did a race like the Mountain Goat race. It was just like a 20-odd K race in Singapore. She smashed Vanya, like she smashed her, like for a good 20 minutes. I couldn't even. She put like one loop on it, and I couldn't even beat. No, it's 2 loops. I think it was like 20k or something. And I gave up after one. I was like, that's too fast. I had to go back again and give it a go. She's in legit form, man. She's a really good runner.
And also, Scott, you had a good 6th place today, even though you were cruising. You said.
Yeah. Well, I've got a 300k. I'm doing the 4 trails in 3 weeks, so. My coach told me I wasn't allowed to go out of zone 2. I broke rules a little bit, but there's a bit in zone 3 in there. But I had a good run, man. It's such a beautiful course, man. Like David puts on a great show, and who won actually?
Ricky Tsung from Taiwan.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I was running with Yuta for a bit. I was running with a few of the. I was running with Claire, who won the 40k. She looked good, man. She's strong. She beat Vanya, right, for 10 minutes or so. Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott.
Go grab Denning.
So Scott Buoy finished 6th, right behind Nick van den Bleke from Belgium. He was 5th. Meantime, Denning Lo is taking the interview with Denning Lo, female winner. We will get we can talk to her as well in a minute. So the second female should be Nguyen Ngoc An. Should not be too long behind, even though the gap was increasing, as I mentioned, in the second part of the race.
I agree. The section from checkpoint 2 onwards.
In 3rd place in the women's, we had the winner from last year, Jiang Ling. She was still in 3rd place at the last checkpoint, but she was never in the mix for victory today.
There she goes. That's the 80k, right? 70k distance. So good luck to you. And then rest of the year, anything?
Indonesia. June and July. Yes.
Which race?
In DN Caldera in June and in July Mantra again. Utah-san, ikimasu ka? Mantra de ikimasu ka? I don't know whether he's going.
Denning is now listing her races for the rest of the year after the Nine Dragons. She will also be taking part again in Mantra. She says a race that she won also in the last 2 years. Yuta Matsuyama, who finished just ahead of her here, by the way, also won Mantra last year.
Well, thank you very much, Denning. You've come to our races many times before. I hope we welcome you back again.
I keep an eye out on the finish line if a second place female. So Denning Low in the best shape of her trail running life, I would say, with this performance. Once again, 8th overall, finishing right behind Yuta Matsuyama. That's an achievement, even if Yuta was perhaps not in the best day of his form. Denning. Also a few words for Asia Trainmaster, maybe. Yes. Okay, let's go a bit outside of the way, maybe. I'll go here, then I can see the finish line as well. Yeah. All right, Denning Low, congratulations. I think this is your 4th ATM race win overall. You were very much in control, I would say.
Today, up in control. I think, yeah, I suppose. But I don't know how far behind they were. So it's a bit stressful. And I didn't really enjoy that. I really don't like racing, you know. I like taking pictures of beautiful karst and valleys. So I couldn't do that because I was racing, right? So I was a bit sad because it was so beautiful. And then towards the end, I caught up with Utah-san. I was really surprised. So that was a bit of like, okay, I'll try and follow him. But he's actually quite strong going uphill too. So downhill, I kind of like caught up, but then he went up again.
You were not racing, or you didn't want to race, but you were racing because one of the Vietnamese runners was always close to you. Did you feel some pressure then from her?
I don't know how far behind she was. Yeah, so that was really good. I mean, and then when I look at the time, I thought, okay, I'm going to try and finish 7.5 hours. That's my goal now. Initially, it was sub 8, but I don't know whether I could do it. I don't know, right? I mean, it's trail, so I just did my best. Yeah. I
just said that you're probably in the best shape of your trail running life, which is good news for the Nine Dragons next month.
No, honestly, that's a rumor. I'm 44 years old, a mother of 3 kids. I'm doing this as a hobby. So honestly, I just enjoy, trails and mountains. Yeah. At Nine Dragons, I'm terrified. I don't even want to race it. Maybe I won't go. I don't know.
You can score the first ever podium for Singapore.
No, I don't think so. Honestly, I'm not being modest. I really don't think so. Yeah.
Good luck. Thanks. That was Denning Low. Interesting. So she doesn't like to race that much, but she does anyway and wins. And I'll keep the live stream going a bit. I need to make some space here. There's a very small spot here where we can move around because the second place female should be coming any moment. So we'll keep it going for a minute or two more. Sun is coming out again as well, so as I mentioned also before in the men's live stream, no rain, only a few spots here and there on the course, but nothing major, not as was announced before, not as was forecast. Nguyen Ngoc An, she's not a newcomer to the ATM scene, I believe, but I think it will be one of her best results ever. And at VTM, that's of course a big one. Also ahead of last year's winner, Jian Ling. Further down the leaderboard, we also have runners such as Ashwini Bhatt, who is moving up into the top 10. For the time being, no sign yet of the second place female. We're in a very beautiful tea plantation here at the finish line. So it's a race from A to B, even though A and B are not so far apart from each other in this case.
Coming from Australia, please welcome Miss Angela Pratt. Xin chúc mừng vận động viên Nguyễn Thị Hồng Nga, vận động viên Thủy Phạm.
And for the followers of ATM, next week we already have the next qualifier, and that's the one in Myanmar, the Kalau Ultra Trail Run, one of the best events of 2025, I can say. And Myanmar, the same organizing team, Mutra, they will also host the 2027 Asia Trail Master Championship final. So next week, Kalau Ultra Trail Run, stay tuned. There's a 100 kilometers and a 50 kilometers there. And amongst other, Jeff Campbell and Priya Rai, so the reigning and defending Asia Trail Master champions from Borneo TMBT, they will be at the starting line for their final preparation before the championship final in Hong Kong next month. Priya Rai from Nepal and Jeff Campbell from Hong Kong. And it does seem that the second place is still quite far out, so I will close the live stream here, and we'll be back with video updates of the second and third female finishers as soon as they come into the finish line.